Hey guys, it's Alana and welcome back to my channel. So obviously this video is not makeup related at all and I apologize about that, but I did say previously in like a recent video when I stopped doing my booktube videos that this channel was going to be like mixed media, which is why I'm called Mixed Media Queen, because I want to incorporate all of my hobbies into this channel. But without blabbing, let's just get into the main topic. So I decided that I wanted to do a video about Inktober because a lot of people are still finding out what Inktober even is. Like, there are a lot of people that still don't know what Inktober is and what it consists of. So that's why I'm making this video, so I can explain it to you and tell you what my approach this year of Inktober is. So I've done Inktober for 2 years now. This will be the third year. Every year for the past 3 years now, I have purchased the artsnacks and Inktober collaboration collection box. I didn't do an unboxing of it this year. I did try to do an unboxing and it didn't really come out that well, but I'll insert a picture of everything that came in this year's, and I'll insert a picture of everything that came in last year and the year before that in case you're curious to see what comes in each boxes. This is the artwork from last year and this is the artwork from this year. I don't know what I did for the artwork of 2017, but that one is gone. Drake Parker does include a note on the back of each thing, which I believe he explains about Inktober. So I'll go ahead and read the 2019 letter to you just because it's 2019, so I'm not going to bore you with last year's. So it says, "Hi, here we are embarking upon another Inktober journey. I've been doing the challenge for 10 years and it amazes to me how Inktober I'm reading it exactly how it is, by the way. Inktober consistently pushes me to the edge of my abilities every single year. I want to share something with you that I continually need to remind myself to obey as I do the challenge. Finished, not perfect. Your drawing doesn't have to be beautiful or inspired or creative, it just has to exist. Every time you finish a drawing, you not only learn something about your art, but that sense of accomplishment gives you a small high that carries you through the next drawing. At the end of the month, you'll want to look back and see 31 drawings, not 31 sheets of empty paper." And that's it. Just keep that in mind as you sit down to draw. Remember, whether this is your first Inktober or your 10th, this challenge doesn't get any easier. Inktober confronts your insecurities and creative blocks. It asks you who you are as an artist and invites you to rise above the level you're working at now. And that's what I want from you. By the end of the month, I hope you have leveled up and are a better artist than when you started. Have a great Inktober, Jake Parker. I haven't read this yet, so that's super, super sweet. And I think that the artwork is amazing. I'm actually going to hang them up on my wall, which is why I wish I knew where the 2017 one was. In the collection, you do get the 31 Days, 31 Drawings calendar, actually hardcover calendar, but you can find it online. Now that it's been released. It's released every year on September 1st. So the Inktober challenge is that you create a drawing in ink every day for the month of October, hence Inktober. So you can sketch first and then ink it. So what I plan on doing is sketching every day of September. I know that it's the 15th, so I'm like behind 15 days, so it's gonna be a little difficult to catch up, but I'm gonna start where I am right now. So like tomorrow is the 16th, which is wild, so I'm just gonna start from there and I'm just gonna sketch out everything so that when October comes, all I have to do is ink it and then color it. So I'm still gonna be inking every day. I guess in a sense some people might think that it's cheating, but at the same time it's not really, because you're gonna be going over a sketch with ink, which is just as hard as inking just blank paper. So I feel like it's gonna be easier for me if I sketch it first and then ink it. Last year didn't go very well. I have to say, I did not finish last year, and then the very first year that I did, which was 2017, I almost didn't finish. I found myself having to do a couple of days in one day because I was really like set on finishing Inktober. So I want to show you, this is the sketchbook that I did last year in. And it's funny because you can see as the days progress, my drawings get worse and worse, because it's like at this point it's just to finish. It's not even to make it look good. It's just to draw something, which that's why in Jake Parker's letter, he explains to you just as long as you're drawing something, that's all that matters. So if you plan ahead, then you'll have time to take your time and actually draw something that you'll be proud of instead of like a stick figure for that day. So here's the first day of last year, which was Poisonous. This is not an original artwork. I googled Poisonous, I think, and this is what popped up, and I was like, yeah, I want to recreate that, so this is what I did. I used this ink right here. This is the Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay Green India ink. I used that and a paintbrush, which I think is this one, the Princeton number 4 round paintbrush, to color the green. And then I used that same paintbrush and a red ink, this one right here. This is the Speedball calligraphy ink. This is the only red one I had, so I used that one for the heart, and it actually looks really nice. Like, I love how it came out, but I just recently finished coloring this because I didn't even finish it last year. Last year I only painted half of the snake and I didn't even paint the heart at all. So yeah, and then you can see I did this butterfly for Tranquil, and then Roasted I did this horrible flame, and then what was this one, Spell, I did the spell book, and then Chicken, I did an actual chicken. But then now you can see my drawings are deteriorating because I was kind of like rushing because I didn't plan. So that's why I am doing, I don't know what this has to do with Precious, but I mean, that's what I mean. Like when you, oh look, a cute whale. When you plan ahead, you can actually create some really good things that you'll be proud of. So this year, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to sketch every single day, and then when it comes to October, I am going to ink them and color them. So I wanted to show you all of my tools. You do not need any of these things. You can literally do your ink drawing on a random piece of paper with a random ballpoint pen. Like, you don't need any fancy artwork at all. I like to call myself an artist because I've been drawing since I was little, so I do have a little bit more tools than the average person would have. So I just wanted to share this stuff with you guys because then it'll kind of give you some ideas or options of tools that you may want, not necessarily need. But yeah, I'm gonna stop blabbing and I'm gonna show you the stuff. So some of these items are going to be the items that were in this year's Inktober box. Some of them will be from last year and the year before because I do keep all of that stuff because I don't use all of it because it's a lot. You get a lot of stuff. And then some of these items are from the artsnacks subscription box. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave that link down below so that you can check it out. Also, I'll leave the link to this down below, which you can actually still purchase this travel case. It's the Inktober travel case that came in last year's Inktober collection. So this retails for $19.95 on artsnacks box. So I guess I'll show you this first since I have it in my hand. So it has 2 pockets in the front. I keep my eraser in here. This is the Moo eraser. It's a pretty okay eraser. It's not the best eraser. I have a sharpener in here, and then that's all. Yeah, when I say it's not the best eraser, it's just because there's a lot of pieces left behind, and I freaking hate that. But then I hate kneading erasers because I've had some really crappy kneading erasers. I probably just need to get a high quality one. And I keep a paper towel in here just because I usually put like an ink bottle in here because I have some ink pens. So there's just a paper towel, and I think that's it. Yeah, this paper towel has been in here for a couple of years because I've never used it. So inside here I have all of the items that I think that I will need or use. The only thing that is not in here is my Plumchester pencil, mechanical pencil, because I was going to draw this, and some like pen nibs and pen holders. So this is the Plumchester pencil, and this is the 0.5 lead in here. This pencil is really, really heavy. I don't know what it's made out of. I want to say metal, but that's probably not true. I'm not sure. But you can check on artsnacks website because this is Artsnacks brand, the Plumchester brand. I highly recommend this pencil because it feels nice. Since it's weighted, it kind of gives you like more control or like balance. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really, really good. And it does have an eraser. This is just a cap. See? And they refill erasers and lead on their website now. So that's the only thing that's not in here. So just to show you everything, I guess, because you probably want to see it. In here, there's some pencils. And this is the Pentalic 6 pencils, the graphite and charcoal drawing pencils. I probably won't even use these though because I have the mechanical pencils, but they're in here in case I decide that I want to do some charcoal or like some shading, I guess. So you have a white one, and then you have charcoal, you have gray, and then you have regular pencils. I mean 6B, 2B, and HB, and then you have medium, soft, and white charcoal pencils. This is a really cool set. I think I got this at Michael's, so I can't remember how much it cost though, so I apologize for that, for not knowing the price. I also don't know the price of this either, but I guess I could put it on the screen if I figure out how to do that. I might not even edit this video, I might just upload it though, so sorry also about that. The next thing we have here is the set of multi-liners from Copic. I think I got this on Amazon. It was kind of pricey, obviously, because it's Copic. I'm not sure how much it was either, but I did get it on Amazon, so I'll probably leave it in the description because I can, if I'm not going to edit this video, I can at least do that for you guys and look it up. Just got something in my nail. Okay. I'm just going to put this back and then we'll go to the next one. So we'll go to the middle flap here. So I have 2 Prismacolor Kohl Erase pencils. I have the blue one and the red one. They're just pencils but colored that you can erase. And then the other thing I have in here is another mechanical pencil, and this one is actually the Artsnacks and Alvin Draft pencil. So this was like a collab that Artsnacks did with I don't know what the brand name is because it says Alvin on it, and this I got so long ago. But it's, you can like change this here, like right now it's at HB, and you can change it to B, and I guess because you can change it to what lead you put in it, so I think the lead that's in here right now is HB because this is how I bought it, and I haven't changed it. I haven't even used this pencil, as you can see. The eraser is really tiny. I wonder if you can use the same erasers for the Plumchester as for this one. But here is the way the pencil is, in case you're curious. They're both completely different, but you know, I think they're the same lead also, but I'm not sure. So, and I'm bougie, so I'm putting it back in the thing that it came in. So yeah. Alright, and then the next flap over here, the next flap is a pen nib holder. So this came in the 2017 box, I believe, and it just has some pen nibs in here for the pen nib holder, and then it has a refill for the, what is this? I don't even know. So there's some pen nibs in here. There's 2 of them. And then there's the refill to the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen, which is my favorite effing pen in the world. Like, I love that thing to death. If you have not tried that, I highly recommend you do. It is right here, by the way. This is my, like, holy grail for Inktober. And it's very affordable. It's just, it glides on with ease. It's beautiful. The ink lasts a very long time. A very close pen to that one, I think, would be this one, is the Copic Gasenfude? I don't know how to say that. But this one is very similar. So I would still pick the Pentel one over this one because I think this one is disposable. So, and the Pentel one is not. You can refill this one. But this one is disposable, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. I'm just going through all of the pens that are in this pocket. It's possible that I won't use all of these items that are in this travel bag, but these are items that I did use last year, so I kept them in here in case, you know, I do use them. The next thing in here is the Zig Men Gaka 01 and 08. These are just plain black pens. They're like liners. You can like line. I don't know why these are in here though, because I have multiple liners. This one looks a little broken. I don't need to have these in here because I have the Copic liner set, so I'm probably going to put these in my pen drawer. I'm just going to put those to the side because I'm probably going to put those away. And then I have another white charcoal pencil, which I'm also going to get rid of because I don't really need this. Or I'll actually just take this set out of here and put it away because I don't need this. But I'll keep this white one for like highlights and stuff. But I'm probably not going to do any like graphic shading. At least I don't feel like I will. That's why it's kind of complicated. Should I just keep this in here? Because I can just get rid of this and keep this, and it has a white charcoal in it. Yeah, I'll do that. Girl, you can see how confused I am. Oh, this is one of my favorite pens. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the Zig Clean Color FB by Kiritake. And this is the red shade. The nib is freaking amazing. I want to get this in a whole bunch of different colors. The nib looks like it's a little messed up, so I'm gonna have to buy another one of these. But this pen is amazing. Like, you have to try this one also. This is in the shade Carmine Red. I think that's how you say that, but who knows? Oh, here's another one of the Magna Cobb pens. This is in 0.5, so it's an even tinier nib. This is another one I'm gonna put in my pen drawer because, like I said, I don't need it. And I think I'm gonna also put this Copic brush pen away too because I don't need that one if I have the Pentel one. And I have this Faber-Castell eraser pencil. This is a really, really good tool to have to erase like little tiny lines or little tiny things. This is a really good thing to have. They're kind of pricey, so I would recommend you looking on Amazon rather than I guess like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. But then again, at Michael's or Hobby Lobby you can use a coupon. You can't use a coupon on Amazon unless they have a coupon there. So the next thing I have, which is a really good pen that I used a lot actually during Inktober, and this is all in Japanese. This is the Tombow. It says Tombow on it. Calligraphy pen. It has a dual side, so one side is gray ink and one side is black ink, and I believe both of the nibs are the same. Yeah, both of the nibs are the same. They're really flexible nibs though. You would think that they wouldn't be because of the way they look, but they're really flexible nibs, and I do like the fact that you have a gray side and a black side because that does come in handy during Inktober. The next thing that I have here is a set, and this is the Fine Lighter Color Graphics set, and these are all multi-liners, and I believe they're all in 0.5. It came as a set. I just literally threw away the box it came in. I believe I got this in an artsnacks box, not a collection, but it just has these colors. That's all. They're just colorful fine liners, really. And the last one, at least, I have a Jelly Roll pen, and this is the 0.5 one. This is one that I've had for a while, and then we just got a set of Jelly Rolls in the Inktober collection for this year. So that was a nice touch. But that's everything that I keep in my travel collection other than my Plumchester pen, which I'm going to put there so I don't forget. And then I usually do throw in this Princeton brush and one of my inks. So I'm not sure which ink I'm gonna take for like when I'm traveling. I feel like I should take a black ink, but then again, if I'm traveling, I'm probably not gonna be doing any inking unless I can like sit down at a table and ink, because ink is very messy. So in this year's collection we did get this Speedball Super Black India ink. In last year we got, this is from 2017's collection, we got the Sumi ink 60, and there's still a whole lot of ink left in here, so that's why I'm not going to crack this baby open at all. And then last year in 2018 we got the Bombay green ink, and then we got the Dr. P.H. Martin's Black Star matte waterproof India ink, and it has the Inktober collection sticker on it. I don't know why this one doesn't, but this was probably the collab ink. And then I got this one in a box, an artsnacks box. This is the Daler Ronnie acrylic ink, and I don't know what this shade is. And antelope brown. It's a really ugly brown, but I mean, you don't get to pick the shades. It doesn't even look brown. It looks like a green color, and I don't know if maybe that's because it's supposed to look like that. I don't know. Who knows? And then my red Speedball calligraphy ink is from a calligraphy set that I have, which is this one right here that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I think I paid like 60 bucks for this set here. But in here, it comes with a whole bunch of pen holders and pen nibs for calligraphy, but then you have some regular nibs right here. So you have the nib cleaner, you have a black ink and a blue ink, and then the red one. So this is a very good set if you want to learn calligraphy, but then also get a whole bunch of different pretty nib holders. This one is beautiful. And then you have like a mini one with a mini nib too. I want to learn how to do calligraphy, which is why I bought this set, but it's really cool because I get this cool pen holder that kind of looks like this one. Yeah, this is the one we got in this year's Inktober collection, so they're pretty much the same except one's black and one's gold. And this is the nib that came with this one, so that's cool. I like having options, which is why I have all of this unnecessary stuff, because this is all unnecessary. From the 2017 box, this is the pen nib holder that we got, and then this is one of the 3 nibs, like the little nib thing that I showed you in the case. It came with 3 nibs and this pen holder. From last year, we got this pen nib, which has like a corkscrew here, and the handle is wooden. We got 1 nib also. This is a really nice nib. If you can see, they give us different sizes. They've given us different size nibs every year. So you get to like experiment when you buy these sets. And then we also got this Princeton round #1 brush, and I can't remember what set this came in. It was probably the 2017 one. Okay, so 2 more things I want to show you guys that I am going to be using. I'm going to be using the King Art 24 dual tip brush pens. So it has a brush tip and a fine tip. I did swatch these, so I'll show you the swatches inside my sketchbook that I'm going to show you that I'm using. These are the pens. So the brush and the fine. These are really good. They remind me of the Tombow pens just because of the design, what they look like. I have some of those, but I've never used them before, so I can't really compare the two. But I'm sure you can find a video somewhere on YouTube about that. And then last but not least, the sketchbook that I'm using is the Plumchester and Inktober collab special limited edition book that we got in this year's Inktober collection. So the paper is pretty good. I don't know what the GSM is though, because I don't think that it said it on the paper that came in the box, but these are the swatches of the King Art pens. So they did lay down very nicely, and I did watch a video of somebody blending them, and they do blend very nicely as well. So I'm looking forward to using them, and I'm looking forward to drawing in this book. It's huge though. I was thinking that we were going to be getting the mini Plumchester book. I didn't think it was going to be this big. This thing is freaking huge. So that's something to keep in mind when it comes to sketchbooks. If you're going to be traveling, you may want to purchase like a mini one like this one, or you may even want to get one that's like this. These are both from Hobby Lobby. I think they're the Hobby Lobby brand. They both say handbook like imprinted on them. You can't really see it, so this is a really cute sketchbook. I thought we were getting the mini Plumchester that is this size. I would have been happy with that though, because this is by Travelog. That's the brand that I was trying to find for you guys. That's the brand name of these. I haven't really drawn anything in here, have I? Like 2 things. That's pretty much it. And it does bleed, so the paper isn't that great in here, but it's probably good for sketching and light ink. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. So I highly recommend that if you do participate in Inktober this year, that you prepare. Since it is September, you have plenty of time still to prepare, like get all of your tools together and start thinking of a game plan, like how you're going to tackle Inktober so that you complete it. Just don't get discouraged when you see other people's artwork, because there are always going to be more talented people out there, that people have been doing it for years and that actually practice multiple times a day. That's my problem. I don't practice enough, so my art skills have suffered because of that, which is why every year I participate in Inktober, because I want to get better, and that's the plan, to get better. So when it comes to like sketching and stuff, I do plan on doing Sketchtember is what they call it, and then I'm going to be doing Inktober. So I am very excited for this year because I have all the tools that I need, so I have no excuse to not complete Inktober or to not participate. I just have to make myself draw every day. I'm a very busy person though. I work 10 hours a day and then I go to the gym for a couple hours, so I don't really have a lot of time to sit and draw, which is why I need to take advantage of Sketchtember and sketch everything out so that I have no excuse when October rolls around. It'll only take me, like, I want to say a couple minutes to an hour a day to ink, depending on what I decide, depending on how I decide to ink each drawing, because I could decide to go colorful or just black and white. But that's why you have to sit down and come up with a game plan. You need to write it all out and think about how you're going to do it, because then you actually have a better chance of completing Inktober without getting like burnt out or discouraged. So that's what I recommend. I'm sorry this video was kind of long and I did babble a little bit, but I just wanted to explain and share my experience with you guys, because it is challenging, which is why it's called Inktober Challenge, because it is super challenging. And then there are a lot of things that can get in your way because life happens, and you know, but the thing you got to remember is that, like Jake Parker said, you don't have to have a completed drawing, just as long as you drew something. Like, you can literally draw a smiley face on the page of a day that you missed, and that's still doing something. I mean, granted, it's not how you should be doing it, but you still sat down and drew something. So just keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged. Join an Inktober group, like on Facebook or something, because a lot of the people are really supportive. Granted, there are assholes in every group. It's Facebook. But that can help motivate you, because I think one of the biggest things during Inktober is finding the motivation to even draw, because then you start thinking of, oh my gosh, I gotta draw something or I'm gonna be set back, you know? But then again, just think, if you missed a day, just go on to the next day. If you finish your drawing early, then hey, go back to the next day or the old day, other day, what is English, and finish that day. It's as simple as that. Just as long as you sit down and draw. Don't get caught up in the fact that you've missed days if you miss any days. So yeah, I would recommend watching some videos, and yeah, that should probably help you. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below, because I would love to answer any of your questions, since I have done Inktober for a couple of years now. A couple being 2, this will be my 3rd. I feel like I'm a little bit more experienced as I've gone through it, and I know what to avoid this year. I feel like I can answer questions pretty, what's the word that I'm looking for? Confidently? Pretty confidently. Okay, I'm gonna end this video now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you learned something. I'm sorry if I missed some things, but just comment down below if you have any questions and I will gladly answer them for you. So have a wonderful night, morning, evening, wherever you are, and I will see you next time with another video.